So I started with that when I was little, but then I got into jazz pretty early on. I was a teenager.
And the second question is, what serves as a good basis for improvisation for you?
That's a big question. I've been
I'm a smart kid.
trying to work
That's
on
my
a
question.
jazz style ever since I became a jazz fan and wanted to learn how to play that music when I was a teenager. So what serves as a basis for my improvisation is my study of jazz music and related music, you know, to the guitar. And what we do is we develop a vocabulary, just like a language. And,
yeah, that's what they all say.
So I can't say what, it's not any one thing. You know, I love jazz, I love listening to all these great players and trying to analyze what they do. And then learning songs and having melodies, just learning about melodies and chords.
Gino, are you listening?
This is for Joe
Joe.
from Roxy. Did you ever play baritone sax? Did I ever play baritone sax?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes.
Nice.
I toured, one of my early touring experiences in the States was playing with a great organist named Brother Jack McDuff. And his band had 4 saxophones, 2 tenors, alto and baritone. This was in the mid-70s. So he was touring with just 2 tenors. In each town he went to, he hired an alto and a baritone player to fill out the band.
Okay.
So I was home in Cleveland, Ohio, where I'm from, and I was visiting home, and McDuff played in Cleveland, needed a baritone player. So I had a baritone, and I had played it at home, but I never really played any gigs on it. But I got the call to play that weekend. And shortly after that week, he called me to join his band on baritone. And I toured for about the rest of that year, and it was 1975.
Ooh, damn.
What we call the Chitlin Circuit in the States, which is playing in clubs, neighborhood clubs in different towns throughout the Midwest.
Okay, he's really dragging on. Okay.
So yeah, played a lot of baritone saxophone. I haven't recorded on it really at all yet, but I plan to do some things in the future. And, as a saxophone player, you grow up studying the woodwind family of instruments. What I mean by that is alto saxophone, tenor saxophone, clarinets, bass clarinet, alto clarinet, the flute.
I can't see Joe Lovano.
Flute, alto flute.
I can't see Joe
I have a
Lovano.
collection of wood flutes from around the world.
God, he's a hippie, man.
I use many different colors in my music.
I can't see Joe Lovano.
Growing up and playing in big bands and making yourself available to work, saxophone players have to play doubles. There was a lot of gigs that I could not have taken if I didn't play some flute or clarinet.
I know. Very nice, Joe. Woo! Love you, Joe.
Hey, Joe, she's got a second question. She plays baritone, by the way. All right. Who serves as inspiration for you? Well, in the world of music and jazz music, Miles Davis, Thelonious Monk,
Wow.
Max Roach,
Yeah.
Gil Evans, Duke Ellington, Thad Jones. When you live in the world of music and you study jazz and you try to develop within the music, you
Oh, there
You
we
listen
go.
to
I
the
can see Joe
masters
Lovano
and you're
now.
inspired by them all, you know, as well as where you travel and how you live your life and your relationships with people, and feeling the planet and the cosmos.
Thank you.
All right, this is from Gino for you, John. First question is, when your kids started playing music, did you try to influence them or just let them play whatever they like?
What's that?
What's that mean?
Influence them or just let them play whatever they like?
Yeah, I didn't ever, my kids, you know, they love music. They're not, they don't practice instruments all the time in this crazy kind of jazz way that we do, you know, wanting to become, you know, real like, jazz musicians. But they do, they love music and they both play instruments and they took, you know, classical piano lessons when they were little. And then, you know, I'm sure I influenced them because we played jazz around the house all the time. They heard me play. And I would talk about jazz to them. But I never pointed them in any direction musically. I just, you know, they wanted to, or, you know, not just musically, but in a lot of ways. I found that, you know, that with our kids, you know, pretty much we just set an example for them, you know, good or bad, which is, it's always both, actually. Right? And there's not much you can do because you're teaching them because they see you doing what you're doing every day. That's how they learn. So my kids, you know, they love jazz because of that and have a feeling for it. But they also love all kinds of music and are pretty, actually both of them very diverse and are really interested in a lot of different kinds of music and you know, finding cool bands and stuff to listen to and discovering old music. They love music and you know, their mother is although not a professional musician, she's really musical, and she has excellent pitch, better than me, and sings really in tune, and is very aware of the, you know, in a great natural way of the architecture of music. So that influences them too.
Second question is,